From the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, the heat stays on. 97 degrees, 97 days of 90-degree days in a row, going back to early June, and that stretch is going to continue for another 5 to 10 days. A dry pattern and a hot pattern, at least for this time of September. So let's get to the weather wall and talk about it. We are kind of sandwiched in between two ridges of high pressure. We have this little bit of a dip, a frontal trough that is out in the Gulf of Mexico, and you can kind of see the way the winds go, and then we have this dip of the trough, dry air here, some high clouds to the northwest, some thunderstorms north and west of us, but they're mainly going around the upper level ridge, and then as they try to drop southward, they're running into drier, more stable air. Another ridge of high pressure over by the Bahamas, protecting them from any potential tropical activity, so good news there. Here's the picture at the surface, and we do have a little bit of an inverted surface trough out here in the Gulf of Mexico, thus some clouds and some showers. Back to the west, this is where the severe weather is going to be this afternoon and evening from eastern New Mexico into west Texas, and then some beneficial rains moving across the nation's midsection. But we've been starved for rainfall, not seeing a whole lot as we take a look at the Doppler sweeps across the area. We are picking up, though. Once you get east of that upper trough, there are a few isolated showers, thunder showers over the coastal marshes of eastern Louisiana, out into the islands by the Chandeliers, and then out in the Gulf of Mexico, but nothing close to home at this point. Tomorrow, rain chances staying low once again, and boy, it's been a rough go of it with respect to the drought, and we'll talk more about that. We'll get a drought update later on this week. So as we look at the infrared satellite imagery, you can see action off to the north and west of us. It's busy, though, out in the Atlantic. We have two hurricanes now, Lee and also Margot out here, and a couple of other disturbances that could develop with time, and that National Hurricane Center giving one of those disturbances, the one over here that's just come off the African coast, about a 60% chance of developing, but this one looks like it's going to want to curve out in the open Atlantic. Margot upgraded to a hurricane this afternoon. 75-mile-per-hour winds, will be a short-lived hurricane and will not impact the western hemisphere. But two shots here where you have, well, shots of two hurricanes out here. A nice shot here of both of the tropical systems, and Lee trying to get its act better together during the course of the last 24 36 hours. Still seeing an eye from time to time. We see bursts of convection, but it remains a major hurricane, Category 3 with 115-mile-per-hour winds. Should strengthen a little bit in the next 24 36 hours, then begin to weaken as it makes a move to the north. Bermuda's going to have to watch that. Here's Bermuda right here. They probably going to miss the hurricane part of the storm, but tropical storm conditions likely for Bermuda. On the east coast, it's just going to be rip currents, beach erosion, and some rip tides there. And then what's going to happen? Eventually, this is going to be impacting land. We think it'll be a large Category 1 storm. There's no such thing as a weak hurricane, and that will be possibly impacting portions of New England, perhaps Maine. Boston's in the cone right now. Certainly, it looks like Nova Scotia could be in the mix for some rough weather, and that's going to be sometime this weekend, more than likely Saturday night into Sunday for those areas. And tropical climatology, we're in the peak of the hurricane and tropical season right here, and we are in good shape so far in Louisiana, this white box where we have major Louisiana landfalls, and we can have them through the first week to 2 weeks of October. So far, so good. I don't see anything impacting the western Gulf of Mexico through the rest of this month, but we're going to have to get through October, and there's a lot of meat left over in October for us to get through, so we'll have to wait and see. But anytime you can get through the end of September without tropical activity in Louisiana, you've had a good year, and we had a good year last year. We'll see how far we can push it this year. Lower 70s for tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, just a slight chance of an isolated shower or storm. Rain chance no better than 5%. Not too bad tonight, mid to upper 60s to lower 70s across the board. 71 we'll go with in Lafayette. Then tomorrow, the heat up just a little bit higher. We'll go 95 to 97 for the northern parishes, mid-90s I-10 corridor, and mid-90s to lower 90s down along the coast. Temperatures still above normal for this time of year. 71 the overnight low tonight. Not as cool, but still pleasant. Nearly calm winds. We're in the upper 60s this morning in Lafayette, so lower 70s a better bet for tonight. Then for tomorrow, we'll go 95 the high, a touch hotter. Normal this time of year should be right around 90 degrees. degrees. Relatively comfortable. Humidity stays with us, and the model suggesting a little bit more cloud cover in the area may take some of the edge off the heat. As we head down the road, a few showers and storms. A better bet maybe Wednesday. Low-end rain chances into the weekend. Saturday could be our best chance of storms, but we'll have to wait and see on that. And then dry weather moving back in, so the drought will continue. Mother Nature will probably make up for it as we head into the winter, but in the near term,
so, right?
in the near term, we're still running those 90s. 97 days in a row. The previous record was 58. We're probably going to hit at least 100 so far. That's consecutive.
That's
I mean, you know, it's been the year of hundreds anyway, so
right,
might
no
as
more
well.
of the hundreds, so we're on the backside of this long summer.
Good.
All right. Thanks, Rob.